Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with yet another slime video. And it is 6 o'clock on Saturday night, and you know what that means? Well, for some of you, you don't know, but for a lot of people, it means that there is a content motherfucking preview. And would you look at that, there is. Okay, they haven't updated the damage thing yet, but, well, have they? No, they haven't. Okay. Well, that's not new, unless there's something in here. However, obviously, we know who's gonna be in this preview, right? We got Rimuru, we got Valentine, we got Violet, we got BLANC. So who is the other major character that people would want to summon for, who would probably spend a lot of money for, and who many would consider a waifu? Oh, weird. Her face is right there. Right. So, she's gonna be in this preview. I haven't looked at this yet, but she's gonna be in this preview. She will be the final banner, and if she isn't, then we have problems. But I highly, highly doubt that they would do such a monumental cock-up. So, let's just jump in. Oh my god, look, it's her! Who'da thunk? Am I right? Alright, so Jean comes out tomorrow. That's some pretty good artwork right there, actually. Okay. Alright, so she comes out tomorrow night, plus the 5-star version of the Coleus, so that's the Violet Soe, Benimaru, Space Rimuru, and Earth Lumi that were on the other banners. That hasn't changed. But we have the new Jean coming out in-game, going also until the 29th at 5:59 UTC. So both of their banners will be out for another month and a half plus. So if you don't get her immediately right stat tomorrow, you will have plenty of time. Okay, we got some ticket recruit packs. There is a 15% like a 15% chance to get her pack. Okay, that's just like the BLANC ones that didn't give me BLANC, so I can't wait to get shafted on those. Okay, we have a seafood quest. I want to assume that she likes seafood, because they're going to give you some way to boost her bond level up very quickly. I think BLANC likes seafood too. Let's actually check that really fast. Where is she? There she is. Level 24. She likes fish. She likes fruit. Never mind. Okay, well, I'm gonna safely assume that she likes fish. I don't know if that's canon or not, but whatever. Seafood quest. Hey, if you need more bond levels for people that, also like fish, even if she doesn't like fish, do this quest. At least do it once. Get the 5 crystals out of the way for like 5 stages or something. If you do it a lot, you'll get extra stamina from extra missions, so it's kind of giving back what you spent. Not in full, but in something. Weekend bingo missions, that's probably it, huh? Yeah, okay. So, no new additional content. The raid will end, I think, when she drops, if I am correct. Let's see. No. The raid goes on for an extra day. Ooh. Okay, so I assume then that a lot of the people are going to try and push hard on this last day, depending on what Jean does. So since there's nothing else in this preview, I kind of expected maybe something else, EX challenge quests or some speed battle or defense battle. This is going until the 17th, which is technically the 16th for me. And that will put us right within range of Jubilee time. So I expect probably Thursday we'll get a content preview. Jubilee will start on Friday, and it'll go until the 27th or 28th. So that's something to look forward to. So we have kind of a dead week, so you can pull Jean and use Tester out. One more day for the raid. But let's actually talk about what she might do, because I was going to make this video separately, but then I decided to just wait for her assumed eventual release. But her in-game, her in this raid battle right now, she is single target, right? Which I didn't really expect. Which means that she is going to be single target as a summonable unit, which kind of puts things into perspective, right? Because normally, before Blanc and Jean released, I was thinking that we would get an AoE unit to, balance out, because last month and previous months we've always had a single target unit and a AoE unit to go hand in hand with damage support or damage potential, because the Jubilee will generally have an AoE stage and a single target stage, so you can score highly in both using both DPS units, one being situated for the correct stage. However, both Jean and Blanc are single targets, and I'm told, thank you spoilers, that it would have fit better if Jean was an AoE, but we have her animation, right? She only ults one person. They can't change that, or at least they've never changed it up until now. There's a lot of units that have ults that look like they should be AoE, but they're single targets, and there's also ults that look like they should be single target, but they're actually AoE. So, details. But she's going to be single target, which now, if we look at the team comp as a whole, we have Violet, who is space, who is an orb changer and a damage support, right? She's got that 100% magic buff. We have Blanc, who is the alt buffer, or the alt swapper, and the weakness buff and the synergy resistance down. And then we have the Cleash, who is magic resistance down. And then we have this Rimuru, who is not damage support he's kind of damage support indirectly, because he's giving you the EX ults with his Unity Orbs, right? So, none of these units have a personal selfish buff. And when I say personal selfish, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it means a buff that would put them above others as a true standout for damage. So if we look at Megumin, right? She's got the alt buff, and she's got the orb change. The same exact orb change that Violet does. And she has an alt buff that is comparable to Violet. However, she also raises her own magic attack by 25%. This is the important part. If it was just the alt damage and the orb change, she would literally be Violet. Or Violet would literally be her. But Megumin has a personal buff right here. If we look at Goddess of Destiny Shuna, she has personal buffs. Increases own light attack and own crit damage. This signifies that she is a damaging unit, and you can support her with other units, and she can support herself. Now, if we look at Fount of Wisdom Hinata, right? She does both. She has an orb change, cool, and she has an attack buff for the team, if they're on this category, but she also gives herself her own alt damage buff, personal buff. So, in order to be considered a true DPS unit, they would need a selfish kind of own buff, right? And so far, in this meta, we don't have that. Now, it doesn't always have to follow that. A big example would be the Warrior's Mind half anniversary meta, well, 1.5 anniversary, where Guy is the orb change and the alt buff, and he gave everybody crit. And the whole point of that entire team is to use this Rimuru down here to give everybody EX ults, and that is the offsetting thing. To give everybody EX ults, so you have 3 EX ults instead of one unit having a personal buff. And it actually ended up being more damage, at the end of the day. I don't know if we're going to have that same kind of scenario, because we currently don't have anyone that gives a selfish buff. It's very possible that we might not get a unit that gives a selfish buff, and Violet could just be the true DPS just based on type advantage, because she's the only space unit besides Cleash, and Cleash is the free-to-play support unit. Now, Jean could come out. She could be space. We already have a light unit. I swear to God, if they put another light unit in this meta, I'm going to lose my friggin' mind, because that means light is 10 units ahead of Earth. Literally, hold on. I have a spreadsheet for this. EX ability board. Okay. Look at. I have all the typings. Fire, water, wind, space, earth, light, dark. Look how many light units there are. Look how many blank spots there are for earth. Look how many blank spots there are for wind. Right? Look, we don't need any more fucking light units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would literally be the 10 units over earth. I swear to God, if the next meta isn't earth, I think they just hate Earth. But that's a different video. So I highly doubt it's going to be a light unit. Space also has quite a few units. You know, we've gotten a few of them. I don't see us getting a wind unit in this meta. I definitely don't see us getting a water unit, considering they would be type disadvantage. So I'm going to hedge my bets on this Jean being a single target DPS unit with synergy power buff, a personal synergy power, because Valentine is giving synergy rate, BLANC is lowering synergy resistance, she's also giving weakness buff, alright? So that would really, really work for another space unit. Violet is giving a magic buff, and we know every unit in this meta is magic. We have the magic resistance down, which would definitely help out. So it would only really make sense, in my head at least, that this Jean would be a space single target DPS unit with a selfish buff. And the easiest selfish buff they could give is the new effect that they're pushing this entire meta, synergy, right? We have synergy rate, Valentine. We have synergy resistance. We need synergy power now. And that would be a very easy thing to just slap on Jean, along with... So let's pretend... let's give her an alt buff for one skill, and let's give her a synergy power and attack power, or alt resistance down, or something like that. One of those, mix and match those as you will, but one of her skills should have synergy power on it, and I will be very, very surprised if she does not. But apart from that, I think she'll be space, she will be magic, she will be single target, and that's all we can really infer at this point. But, you know, again, we'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow night, so literally 23 and a half hours from now, as of recording this, we will be summoning for Jean in-game. Should be entertaining. We will immediately, tomorrow night, after the summons, we will put her on the raid team and see how well she fares there. I'm thinking she's going to be good. I don't know. This should be the last banner of the meta unless they give us some weird rerun, which is also entirely possible. They could give us a rerun for Goddess of Destiny, I think would be the next one. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I feel like there's at least something else in this month, because it's only the 11th, right? They got a lot more time for the second anniversary to go. So, let me know in the comments how excited you are to pull for Jean. What do you want her kit to look like? Give me some ideas and suggestions in the comment, and then we can compare and contrast later tomorrow. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you tomorrow night.